Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be running a comparison of Skill&Luck's strategy called the Passage. Earlier today, Skill put his $75 passage out and he said he was going to record his 140. At the time of this recording, I hadn't seen that yet, but Skill&Luck and I have worked on this strategy. It's his, I'm not claiming fame to it at all. It's his strategy. He and I worked on it over the past 7 to 10 days. On Sunday night, September 5th, we rolled it live, the $75 version, against another don't style, not the 140 side, and we rolled it out. When we got to the end of that, we were joined in the chat by several well-respected craps YouTubers, and we had a good talk about it. So Skill recorded his today, put it out. I actually went and played live today, was ahead and decided to try the $75 version, which I played for not quite 2 hours, about an hour and 40 to 45 minutes, and I did fairly well at it. It added to my win today playing live. So let's talk about it. Okay, so we're back and we're talking about Skill&Luck's passage strategy. If you're familiar with the Hedgeless Horseman, what Skill&Luck did was take ProCraps, John at ProCraps' Hedgeless Horseman strategy, and he added a twist to it, and he put some place box numbers in there, created a passage which you'll understand. If you're familiar with the Hedgeless Horseman, this will make sense. If you're not, the Hedgeless Horseman takes a don't or a pass line bet and 3 come bets and just lets it roll out. This does a little bit of twist, but it's from the dark side. It's from the don't side, hence the 75 and the 140. I will put in this corner right up here, I'll put a link to Skill's $75 passage video that he put out earlier today, which is Labor Day Monday, September 6th. That'll be up there. At the end of the video, I will put a link to the Sunday night, September 5th live show where we were joined by some very well-respected YouTubers. So let's get right to it. All right, so we have a $75 player here, and we have a $140 player here, a $140 player here. The $75 player starting with 1,000, the 140 starting with a 1,500. It's probably not enough to play either one of those because you're going to be doing this for the long haul. We're only going to go through 5 shooters and see where we wind up at. Today, I probably played it against, in that 40 minutes, probably at least 6 different shooters and did fairly well, losing once, hitting a couple points once, but coming ahead on the overall money where I started on the $75 version. So I'm going to roll it out for both of them. The $75 passage, the 140 passage. Here's how it goes. You come out with a don't bet. The $75 passage puts a $75, hence the name. The 140, you guessed it, comes out with 140 on the line. Now, there is a slight hedge to this, and the $75 player is going to hop. You're going to hop the reds for 18, and if the come out 7 comes, he profits $3. Over here, the other night, we were doing a $30 hop, but I found that that's not enough. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do a $36 hop, and on a come out 7, I'm going to win 180. If you do the math here, there's 140, 150, 176. This side would actually win $4 and not go behind. Okay, so $36 hop here, $18 hop there. We get some dice. It's all going to be random rollers. And we are going to be coming out. All I got to do is just switch the screen 1 second so we can get the roll tracker engaged, and we will be off to the races. All right, we are coming out. Dice are out. All right, and we have a come out 7 right off the bat, so that's probably a good thing because I'll illustrate this one time what would happen. Okay, guys, so come out 7. You lose the 75, you lose the 140. All right, this is going to get paid on the 5-2, and this is going to get paid on, this will be $12. Let's see how I can do this. Break this down this way. It's not working. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that'll work. All right. So 12, 12, and 12. This 24 comes off. This 12 comes off. All the don'ts go away. We're going to get paid. I'm only going to do this one time. From then on, we're just going to pay us at the level that on a come out 7, the 75 wins 3, the 140 wins $4. So the 75 is going to win $90. Okay? $90 gives him 96. The $12 player on the hops is going to win 180. 180. I think that is right. 15 times 12. Just to make sure my math is right. I'm going to make sure that's right. Yep, 180. Okay, so it actually makes more than the 6. In any event, you can see that we're in a profit on the come out 7. We didn't lose anything. Here's how that happens. 75 comes back up. We make change for one of these 5s. We come back out for 18 on the hops. And there's your $3 profit. Over here, 140. All right. And we're going to come back up here for 36. And we would have had a $4 profit-ish. Would have been more than that. My math was off. But you get the idea of what I'm saying here. We didn't go backwards on the come out 7. I think that's the part. I'm not going to continue to do that, although my math was off on that one. So that's a come out 7. All right. Still looking for a point. Dice are out. There's a 314. It's a good number for this strategy, although I can tell you playing live today, I got hit on both the 4 and the 10 playing it. So the hops come down, and how we get to the passage name of how oops, wrong number, of how Skill named that was he creates a passage because he comes out here with place bets. And in this case, on the 75, he's going to lay 54 across less the point. That's the passage. Less the point. And if the point is the 6 or the 8, it would be 52. And then he comes out with a $10 come. The 140 player, that's my dog coming in here. All right. The 140 player comes out with green chips, and he buys the 4 or the 10 when he can. So that will be a buy. It's $1 vig. Let's cap the 6 and the 8. And he does a $25 come. All right. So we've established a point of 4. We've got we're set up for both the 75 and the 140. There's your passage. We want to hit some place box, establish up to 3 come progressions, get some money won before the PSO comes and we get paid on the don't. The downfall on this is we avoid the point. Okay, dice are out. And right off the bat, wow, how often does that happen, guys? You get such a good number, like a 4, and then you get smashed on the next roll as a come out 7. Because as a don't player, you really want that number. So I'm going to take this down, and we'll see how it gets paid. All right. All right, the 4 comes off. You'll see how this works. Quarter there, $10 there, $75 there. We're going to get paid $140 up there. That popping noise you hear is one of my chats that I don't have muted at the moment in the background. So there's the 140, 75, 85. He had 52. You can see how the math works. We should be pretty well near even, with the exception of those. We didn't make enough back on our hop bets. So let's go ahead and rack this. All right, and we'll do the hedge. We'll put 20 out here. Get some change. Because we need 18. Rack the 2. And we need 36 out here. I like the 36. Skill actually does the $30 level. I like the 36 for $6 more. I like it at that level. Okay, so we're off to shooter 2. Dice are out. And we have an 8. We have an 8. Point's going to be an 8. We will take down the hops, get some change for the $75 shooter, because he's going to come up with 52. Take 50. All right, 10. And at this level, he can't buy the 4 or the 10, but the 140 player can buy the 4 and the 10. Need a $10 come. He's set up. The 4 and the 10, I mean the 140 player can buy the 4 and the 10. $2 round the big. Just going to put one laminar up at the moment to insinuate that's a buy on both of those. And I need a quarter come. And we're set up for the second roll of the second shooter. Did we establish that 8? All right, dice are out. And there's a 6. All right. Easy 6. So, in this case, these comes will travel. Maybe I better put that buy up there just to make sure we know it at the moment that that's there. These will come down and get paid. I'll move this over here. You'll see what I'm going to do. So the place 6 on the $75 player gets paid 14. And on the 140 player, he gets paid 35. 14. Place bet here, take 2 of it off, becomes the next come progression. The quarter here becomes the next come progression. We rack the rest. And we have almost recovered our hop bets on that roll there. All right. Dice are out. And there's a 415, 415. The same thing is going to happen. $14, the $75 player will win. And our 140 player will win 35. And what I'm going to do here, guys, just for the sake of it, these would travel. I'm just going to push those up. They now are come bets. This would be the next come progression. We'll rack the 14. This would be the next come progression. We'll rack the 35. And as you can see now, we are on the positive side with what happens here, with the exception of the point. So we recovered our hop bets. All right. Dice are out. So hard 10, hard 10. Okay. So on the 10, the $75 player is going to get paid $18. The 140 player is going to get paid 50 for 1. $1. There's 18. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make those travel and rack this. These would have traveled. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to save some seconds on the video. Okay. Enter the hard 10, and we are coming out. I mean, not coming out, dice out. There's a 549 that will establish our, oh, that was our third come bet. So before we move anywhere, guys, we already have our 3 come bets. 1, 2, 3. So this should have been racked, shouldn't have been out there. We're going to get paid 14 and 35. Sorry about that. I know Skill's probably pulling his hair when he saw that on the video. Hey, Jeff, do not have a fourth come progression. So trying to do this the best I can with the way that he has said he wanted to play it. He and I rolled this out many, many, many times over the past 10 days. 14 on that side, 35 on that side. All right. I'll clean that up later. Enter the 9 and dice are out. And we have a 5, 1, 6. I just have to turn around and make sure that that wasn't the point because I messed up earlier. 5, 1, 6. So that's going to be flat bets. 10 and a quarter. And Skill really explains why he does the 3 come progressions and what value not putting odds at this particular moment has. You can watch his video. The link was up in the corner earlier. Or you can go and see the live version that we streamed where we were joined by other YouTubers. So, quarter on the 140 side, $10 on the 75 side. So this will come down. The only thing I have to do is I have to cap this, and we have to put $2 out of our rack to take the 6 because we have no more come progressions in this scenario. We're just rolling. All right. Dice are out. And there's a 0.7 out. 5, 2, 7. Perfect. This should illustrate exactly what we're doing with this strategy. Okay. So, no come progressions don't get paid. He gets paid 75 there. The 140 will get paid 140. I'll throw a black chip over there, try to keep it colored up so I don't have to make so much change. 140 there. We'll rack the 75. We'll rack the 140. 75 has to come out with 18 for the hops. Oops, $1 short. I like the 36 better than just the 30. It's just my preference. Skill does the 30. I like the 36. I have to get some change here. All right. 4 change. All right, and we are off to shooter 3. Shooter 3 it is, and once again, this is Skill&Luck's 75 versus 140, the passage strategy. Check out Skill&Luck on YouTube. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe with him. You just enter Skill&Luck Craps in the YouTube chat, and it will come up. All right, so we are coming out on shooter 3, and the dice are out. And we have a hard 10, another good number for this strategy, although we can get hit. So point's going to be a 10. You guys will understand what I'm doing here. I'm just going to pick up the hops. A lot of you will say, well, that's a waste of money, but you saw what we did on that last shooter. We added it up. We definitely come ahead. So we're going to hand the dealer, in this case, $54. And he will set us up. The passage, that is, he'll set up us across the box points, the box numbers, with the exception of the point. $10 come, and the 75 guy is set up. All right. The 140 comes up, buys the 4, places the rest of the numbers with a quarter come. $1 for the buy. We enter the hard 10, and we will be off to the races again. All right. At this time, guys, if you haven't yet, I really would appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe and ring that bell. That would be really great. Give me the thumbs up if you like the video. Dice are out. And there's a 5-1-6. 5-1-6. Okay. Start the same thing that's going to happen again. There comes travel. We'll get paid here. We'll get paid here. This time I'm going to do 15 for 1 on the $75 player, just to make it a little shorter. 15 for 1. He'll rack the rest. That $10 there will become his next come progression, his second come progression. $35 will rack the 40. That'll become the next come progression, the second come progression in this rotation. That's a 6. Did I not put the, oh, I didn't put the hard 10 in, all right. Hard 10 and then a 6. Okay. Dice are out. Don't pay attention to the shooters in the KPI roll tracker. Oh my gosh, because they're not accurate. They're just illustrating it. Skill, this is one of the problems with this strategy. The other night, you and I kept getting hit, and we got hit there as well on the 10. Back to back, well, not back to back, but hard 10s without getting too much. So we lose this. These will travel. It's the same shooter. Point goes off. 75 here. 18 on the hops. I know a lot of you are probably saying, this strategy doesn't make sense, but I'm telling you guys, roll it out. Whether you're using a follow-along technique online, whether you're playing an app on your phone or your computer, you will see over the long haul that this works, as long as you don't get hit on stupid points like that 10. All right, so same shooter. Dice are out. And this is a downfall in this strategy right there, when you hit the craps numbers that don't pay you on the come out, because that's going to be $18 more, because you want to protect yourself. All right, and that's going to be 36. A lot of these will hurt you. I can tell you that. Because the one thing we're not protecting in this strategy is against the yo, but we do have one more chance offsetting that yo that can hurt us by winning on the aces or the ace deuce. Skill does an excellent description of why that works. All right, coming out, there's a 5-1-6. 5-1-6. Okay, so the hops will come down. We're going to get paid on the flats. You should hear how he describes why this is so important. Part of the strategy, why he runs the 3 comes. I can't explain it the way that he does. So that'll come down, but then what do we have to do? We have to put our bets back up at our come bets. So he words it just right. I don't want to steal his words because I wouldn't be able to do that. These are comes, not place bets. But 6. Why'd I do that? I didn't need to do that, guys. You know what I'm trying to do here. Sorry. The point becomes a 6. Sorry, that was another brain fart. All right, so we've got another point established on this third shooter. He's already burned us on the 10, so this is his second point. Dice are out. And there's a 5-3-8. 5-3-8. So what's going to happen here is these will travel. These will come down. Get paid $14. I am going to pay the 14 this time. Straight out 14 instead of 15 for 1. And 35. So we get paid 35 on the 140. 14 on the 75 side. We rack that. That will become the third come progression. That'll become the third come progression for the 140 side. All right. So keep that in mind, that this will be the last come progression that there is. All right, dice are out. We got a hard 4. Hard 4. All right, it's a good number for the 140 side. You'll see why. So let's pay the 4. This would be wrong because the box guy would say move the come. I'm not a dealer. The procedurally wise, I don't claim to be that way. So I'm just going to get this paid so that I pay it right, so Skill will not fuss at me. All right, so for $1, I'm going to get paid 50, and that is going to get paid 14. I'm going to take those down because that's our third come progression. We'll rack those up, and these travel to become a come. Everything up there is a come. Oh, that's the dollar. It comes off. And there are no more come progressions. It's a hard 4. Okay, dice are out. There's a 0.7 out. 6-1.7 out. Okay. So all this will come down again. I do believe we came ahead. Oh, we didn't come ahead because we got smashed on that 10. So he'll get paid 75. He will get paid 140. Get a black chip. All right. We'll rack the 75. We'll rack the 140. I'm going to need some change here. Come out with the hops. These are always the hop and the 7s. They're just sitting right out here in front of us, so I don't have to put them up there. I need some change for the 140 guy. All right, he needs to come out for 36 on the hops. We put the 7 in, and we're off to, why did the 7 not go in? There we go. Helps if you push the right button. All right, so now we are off to shooter 4. Shooter 4 approaching the 30-minute mark. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. Dice are out. So 4, 2, 6. 4, 2, 6. Point's going to be a 6. We lose the hops. I'm going to set up. I think I have enough red here to do this time. Going to need 52 for the 75er passage player and a $10 come. And we buy the 4 and the 10 with a $25 come there. We cap that. We enter the point of 6 and oh, forgot to buy on the 4 and the 10. 1 laminar for both at the moment, guys. $2 on the big. We enter the 6 as the point. First point for shooter. And hopefully it's the only point after we get some box numbers for shooter 4. Dice are out. 415. 415. All right. I'm going to pay 15 for 1 for the 15 for 1. I know the come would have moved first. $10 to go up there. That one comes off. Rack the 15. Get paid 35. Push that up. Come comes there. We rack the 35. And dice are out. There's a 12. That's a bummer for us because we're in that come progression. Oops, easier to do it this way. I'm pretty sure the other night when we were playing this, Skill stayed out on the come progressions, so we'll take those away. That does hurt the bottom line profit if you have a lot of those while you're in this come progression. Dice are out. And there is a 0.7 out. Wow. We are not having luck with hardly any of these rolls. we'll be going on to the shooter 5, so we'll get the 5 shooters in. We're just approaching the 30-minute mark right now. I think we took a count. We got hit on that 10. That certainly would bother us. All right. So paid there, get paid there. He gets paid 75. You get paid 140 on that side. Grab another black chip. All right, 140. Rack to 140. Rack to 50 because we were in the come progression. Rack to 75. Throw $3 out here to come out for the hop. The 18 on the hops. Come out here with the 36 on the hops. And we're going on to shooter 5 and the last shooter. All right, dice are out. Come out 7. Remember what happens here, guys. $4 winner. And I had the math wrong on the other one. $3 winner here. This winds up being a $3 winner. So we get 180. If I take all this down, I get $12 back. So I will get, oops, that's not right. I would get, let me get some ones. You know what I'm going to do, just to make it right, because I know I'll be off on the math. I'm going to take it all down. It's $12, so it's $192. 180 is going to be $192. That'll make it better for me, because I know that I'm doing this right. Because he comes out a winner by $22. Okay, 182. If that's not right, somebody comment. My mind is shot at this particular moment. So 140 on the don't. 36 on the hops. I just like to make money on the come out. That's why I upped it to 6, where Skill had it at just $30. Come out 7's been entered. Coming out, still on shooter 5. And there's a 6. All right. So we'll get rid of the hops. That $3 profit was over here. Going to need some change for our $75 player. 50. He will get set up 52 inside, or 52 across, not counting the point. $10 come. He's set up over here. We buy the 4 and the 10. Quarter come. And that's a buy. Just going to put the 1 buy laminar for at the moment. And we enter the 6. This is the last shooter. Bear with us. We're over our time limit, but we're close. Dice are out. And there's a hard 10. Hard 10. All right. So the $75 player gets paid $18. 18, I'm going to do it this way. And the buy gets paid 50 for 1. Take the 1 away. Okay. So we can rack this. We can rack that. Leave these 2 out because they would just rotate. I'll just take the buy laminar off. Put it down here on the 4 not to get confused. That was a hard 10. All right. Dice are out. And there we are with the 6. That hurts our bottom line on this strategy. It's a hard 6, by the way, in case that the dice are hiding that. It's a hard 6. That is going to hurt the bottom line because we're not going to have enough time to really play this out to see it because this is the last shooter. So 75, 18, 140, 36 on the hops, and we are coming out again. All right, dice are out, and there's a 7 on the come out. All right, so we know it's a $3 winner because those were all off there. We would lose the come bets. I don't know that I did that earlier on the 0.7 out. I may not have. That's probably a mistake because that would also hurt the bottom line. Okay, $3 winner here. 192. So there's 140, 150, 60, 70, 82. Wait a second here. 50, 60, 76, 76, 86, $16 winner. I said 22. Okay, still coming out. Still coming out. I'm sure somebody corrected me in the comments on that one. Probably Skill. So that was a come out 7. All right, dice are out. And there's an 8. For some reason, my roll tracker is saying that we are, I don't know if we're on roll 4 or 5, but we're at the time limit, so we're just going to finish this one out. Okay, so the point's going to be an 8. We're just going to slide this over. Now, if you take a look up here, because we got hit on the come out 7 with the place bets out there. Oh, you know what? Somebody else is probably going to comment because that was actually a buy. I shouldn't have lost that one. It wasn't a come bet. The other ones were come bets. All right. So we have to reestablish our bets on the where we had to come. Fortunately for us, we were able to shift there. So need some change for the 75 player. He will come up 10 here, rack the 15. This will be another buy for $1. We have no come progressions up there. $10 there, $25 for the 140 in the come. Point is 8. All right, dice are out. And there's a 6. 516. $14, or I'm going to do 15 for 1 and pay 35. 35 there. 15 for 1. These will travel. There's my come progression there, come progression there. Rack those. You can rack the 140 side. And Y is, all right, get caught up there. That makes sense. Okay, so the dice are out. All right, again, we get hurt on that come progression with a low craps number. $10.25. It's a AC doozy. Dice are out. There's a 10. Easy 10. All right. It's going to be an $18 winner for the 75 and 50 for 1. for the buy. All right. There's 50. I owe 1. I have got to make some change. There's the 14. So we'll go ahead, put the 10 there. That'll travel up. I'm going to pull this down. I owe $1 here, guys. I understand that. This will travel. Come down here with our third come progression. We'll rack that. We get change for a nickel. I owed $1. There's 4. And dice are out. It's 415. That'll establish our third and final come progression. It's going to be 15 for 1 on the $75 passage and $35 for the 140 player for $1. All right, so that'll go up, that'll go up. All the comes will come down because we're done with the third and final come progression here. We'll rack all this for the 140 player. We have 1, 2, 3. That's a buy. We're done with the come. Hopefully we can get some length of a roll here and see what happens. Dice are out. And there's a 3, 2, 5. Okay. We're going to get paid 10 and 25 on the flats. 25 and 10. That's our payment. They also will come down and become place bets. We're done with the come progression. All right. Dice are out. And there is a 4, 2, 6. Once again, same scenario. You pay $10 and a quarter, and they will take the place bets. I will have to come up for a nickel on the 140 side. Now, Skill does an excellent description of why he's not putting odds longer into the roll. I think he does add odds, but at this point, he does not. You would have to go to that link I showed you and listen to him talk about it. Dice are out. And there's another 6. Okay, I'll make a little bit more money this time. 15 for 1 and 35. Okay, 15 for 1 and 35. That's my chat, guys. All right, dice are out. And there's the final 0.7 out of this video. That's the end of the fifth shooter. We will bring these down. We will color up and see where we stand. Remember, this is not made for the short-term roll. We had no come progression, so we're not going to get paid. 75 down there. Going to get paid 140. Over there on the 140 side, and let's go ahead and there's 140, and let's go ahead and color this up, see where we stand. Sorry for my chip mismanagement here, but wow, I am really struggling with these chips, and I do not know why. These chips do not want to cooperate. I don't think we're going to be up on either side because that 10, and we got hit on the 6 and the 8 as well during this video. But we'll take them one at a time. This is the 75 player. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is with that 10 whites, That would make 100. So I'm just going to take these reds off the table. Let's start with a $75 player. He started with 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. He's going to be up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $11.50. He's up $150. Well, if he's up, that means our 140 player should be up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there's 100. Wow, I am surprised. I can tell you that I am really surprised because we took those hits. I thought we were going to be real close to being even. Okay, so our $75 passage player started with 1,000. We started with 1,500 over here on the 140. Our $75 passage player, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 50. He is up $150 through 5 tough shooters. Over here, our 140 player started with 1,500. There's the 1,500. And he is up. There's 100. $59. $150 over here on the $75 player. $159 on the 140 player. I think when Skill was talking to me before we went live Sunday night, he thought he could make more money at the $75 level with less exposure. This may have proved that, as long as my math wasn't off and I didn't screw something up along the ways, which somebody will put in a comment. Hey guys, this is Skill&Luck's passage comparing the 140 against the 75. So you should get the idea now of what we're talking about between those. Skill&Luck. Go see his YouTube channel if you're not subscribed. Subscribe to that. I am Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps, and I appreciate your tuning in for this video. It's a comparison of the 75 versus the 140 Skill&Luck's passage. Guys, I hope this video made sense. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. I'm sorry we went past the 30 minutes, but I wanted to get the 5 shooters in. We were through the 5 shooters, and as soon as I push the button here, you'll see the roll tracker change to 5 PSOs. Real quick look at the numbers. We didn't have a lot of rolls in those 5 shooters, 35 rolls. We had a 7 roll ratio of 5, and we had an SOR of average of 7, 6 or 7. So we had an average roll of 7. We made money at a, well, I would consider this a choppy table in the 35 rolls. 5 shooters, 35 rolls. You can see, guys, on the long run, if we went another 10 rolls, maybe we would have hit some of the craps, low craps numbers on the come outs. Maybe we would have, done a little better on some of the points that were established and hit. But over the roll, let's just take this and say we made $150 through 15 shooters. I mean, through 5 shooters, $150. You'd be $450 up. That's hypothetical, but you can see how that happened. Hey guys, visit Skill&Luck's YouTube channel. And I am Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. This is Skill&Luck 75 versus the 140 passage comparison. Till next time, guys, please be safe and play smart.